You're watching non-stop local weather.
Throughout much of the day, we have been looking at some pretty pleasant conditions across much of the region. Even in the eastern plains, we've been looking at mostly clear skies, and you'll notice that most of our road conditions, especially in Miles City, have been clearing out rather nicely. Still a little bit of ice out there, but overall, we're looking at improvement. Your temperatures in Miles City right now are in the upper 40s. Your winds are coming in from the east-southeast at about 7 miles per hour. Now, temperatures across the entire region are going to be ranging anywhere between the low 40s there out of Glasgow. We've got mid to upper 40s in the eastern plains, mostly 30s and 40s there out of northern Wyoming, 39, 36 degrees out of Powell and Sheridan. We're talking 40s to low 50s out of south central Montana with 49 degrees out of Livingston. As we continue to move throughout your Friday forecast, temperatures are once again going to be above average for this time of year. Mostly 50s across the region, but we still have a couple of pockets that could reach into the mid 40s there out of Red Lodge. We're looking at 36 degrees expected out of Yellowstone National Park. So as far as what's going on when it comes to your winds right now, overall, we're looking at pretty calm and light conditions. Winds are increasing though in from the southeast. So sustained winds have been anywhere between 5 and about 20 miles per hour there out of Ekalaka, and your wind gusts spiking up to 28 miles per hour there out of the southeastern corner, 20 out of Baker, 19 out of Broadus. As we continue to move forward, we're going to be seeing some of our breezy to gusty winds in areas right along our western foothills and also into the eastern plains. But notice our next low pressure system working its way into western Montana tomorrow. Now that's going to pull in some valley rain and even some mountain snow. This continues to move more into central Montana as we get more into your Friday evening, starting to pull in some snow there out of northwestern Wyoming, some light rain just to the south of Billings. Then we start to see moisture approaching in from the southeast. This is going to allow for areas to pick up at least 1/4 of an inch to possibly 1/2 inch of rainfall. And then on top of that, you've got the system coming in from the west. That's going to be giving us at least a chance for 3 to 6 inches of snow for our more mountainous areas. And that moisture really continues to impact central Montana and continuing in from the southeast there out of southeastern Montana and northern Wyoming. With the moisture headed our way this weekend, it's important to note that our ground is still frozen at least 8 inches deep. So what does that mean? That means it's going to make it very hard for any of the rain and snow that we see to kind of soak in. That's going to lead to increased runoff potential, a chance for overland flooding, a chance for ice jam flooding. And so we want to just urge you, if you live near a river or stream, that you're making those preparations right now to protect your land, to protect your livestock and your property. Now is going to be the best chance just in case we see that flood potential building over the course of the weekend. As far as what we've got going on moving into Saturday, many areas could see about 1/4 of an inch there out of Broadus going into Harleton, Big Timber. We're also looking at the chance of snow building in for our western mountains, really low valleys anywhere between a light dusting, maybe 1 to 2 inches, but some of those higher peaks could see closer to 3 to 6 inches of snow. Northwestern Wyoming looking at 1 to 3 inches of snow there out of areas in Mammoth out of Yellowstone National Park, 4 to 6 more across the rest of the park, and 6 to 8 inches out of the Absaroka Mountains. And when it comes to conditions tonight, we're looking at temperatures falling mostly into the 20s and 30s. Your 7-day planner giving you another day of beautiful conditions tomorrow before those temperatures start to decrease a little bit closer to average, seeing a better chance for some rain and possible snow over the weekend.
Alrighty, so it sounds like we're going to have a cool but not too cold weekend coming up, right?
No. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit closer to average. We're looking at average usually around low 30s to upper 30s, and most of our temperatures are going to be in that low 40 range.
Very nice. Yeah, so still some time for people to get out and enjoy the beautiful Montana scenery, of course.
Exactly, and hopefully we'll pick up enough snow as we continue to move along, and we'll start to get a little bit more action going on for our more mountainous areas.
All right, looking forward to that, and there's going to be some more after the break, as well as another look at our forecast coming up.